Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Kid Icarus Uprising. In the last episode, we stormed Dark Lord Gal's castle, and in this episode we're going to be moving out once again as usual, but before we leave, I would like to cover another aspect of the game before we head out. I'd like to head into the vault this time, and I'd like to show something that I've actually done off screen. This is the offering. There are so many rumors about this thing, and I'd really like to clear them up. It says that there is no reward for an offering, but it will bring the goddess closer in spirit. You can give hearts to Palutena if you want to. This is kind of cool. You know, it just kind of makes you, get a sense of accomplishment if you like the character. It's nothing else really like that, but the thing is that even though it tells you that there's no reward for it, people still seem to insist that there is. Every time you start up, it will give you that message there is no reward for it, and there really is no reward for it. Masahiro Sakurai has even confirmed this in interviews. People swear that you get items in the store on sale more often, but that doesn't even happen. I have donated like over 1 million hearts to this on my personal file, and it does not make sales happen more often. You also don't get better weapon drops. That's purely based on intensity. But it's something that a lot of people just seem to talk about, and it seems to be the rumor that's just always alive in the community of this game, as much as people hate it. Anyway, going to be heading into Chapter 3, Heads of the Hewdraw. Now, for those of you that were kind of disappointed that you haven't seen me rage yet, oh boy, you're gonna get your jollies here. The highest intensity gate in the level is a 7. So, I'm gonna be playing on some actually pretty hard difficulty. Do I really want to do this? Do I really? I'm staring into the eyes of the Fiend's Cauldron. It wants me to press that button. It really, really does. Going for it! Ugh, I don't want to do this. I really, really don't want to play this in such a high difficulty with such a weak weapon.
Hurry, Pit!
What's the matter?
Medusa has brought the fight to our realm. Her forces are invading Skyworld.
She must be getting back at us for taking down Dark Lord Gal.
Medusa's venom knows no bounds. But I know you can stop her underworld army.
You sure have a lot of faith in me, Lady Palutena.
Alright, now that we're into higher difficulty, you're gonna see me actually using special attacks and skills and powers and all kinds of stuff like that that I haven't needed to use before. Also, rage! Lots of rage! Yeah! Friggin' Kamado that they put that in a flying stage. That's so jerkish. You need to melee them and it's a flying stage. I don't know if I've gone over this yet, though, but your attacks actually do considerably more damage during flying stages, though, so don't get used to the enemies just only taking a few shots in these harder stages. I mean, they still take quite a few even for flying stage standards.
The power of flight is going to expire before they do.
Then let's go after the commander.
There's just one thing you should know. Their commander is Hewdraw.
Hewdraw? Like this guy?
And speak of the devil, there he is.
He can fly?
I think the only one who can't fly by himself is you.
Ouch. That's harsh.
Don't sulk, Pit. It's undignified. But you're right. Attacking the leader is a good plan.
Let's do it.
What a jerk. I can't blame Pit for sulking after being told that. That was a sick burn. Anyway, that was actually my first time taking damage. I'm kind of glad that I made it that far. Alright, so typically you want to not use too many special attacks in this fly up to Hewdraw because you're going to want both of your special attacks, especially if you're playing on a higher difficulty.
Hello there.
It's snack time. What a tender little morsel.
I am not a piece of meat.
What did you say? Technically, you are.
Just come a little closer.
Get ready, because it's time for...
It was my turn to have the last word. Let's not argue in front of the face. Leave what I do.
Knock it off.
You knock it off. Let everyone just shout at this. Can I mention I'm starving?
Now what?
This is never going to end. Just go ahead and attack.
Everyone shut up and focus.
I love using, I love running on Hewdraw's back, like, while I'm going up there. I guess you could say I got up on the Hydra's back! I couldn't resist. When he's charging up powerful attacks, you want to focus on that particular head of the Hewdraw. It's pretty seldom that two heads will attack you at the same time, even on the same difficulty, so you can usually maneuver your way around. Now, what's interesting about this fight is it's kind of our first mid-boss that we're facing, and on top of that, there's actually some little extra details about this that you won't catch the first time around if you are not... Well, if you take a little bit too long, something special will happen. You actually saw a little glimpse of it right there, but we'll be getting into that later.
And that's that.
Not so fast. Hewdraw heads can live without a body. You better follow them.
And actually, that is not even close to the only thing that you can do from replaying this chapter. There's a lot of replayability in this game, not just playing on higher difficulties, though, but you actually can have different experiences each time you play a chapter. And this will be the first time that I'm really getting to go into that beyond just the intensity gate in Chapter 1. I'm really glad that we're getting to do that, though. Just because I kind of want to be able to show the replayability without it being too repetitive, and that kind of helps me to do so.
This is bad.
Let's hurry. For a pair of disembodied heads, they sure move fast.
I don't see the Hewdraw heads anywhere. Where'd they go?
Don't lose your head too, Pit. Let's check the town.
Yeah!
Now that we're landing, may I welcome you to That Burning Town. Yes, that's actually the name of this place. Someone didn't have a lot of confidence in this town's ability to succeed when they named it. I mean, when you name it that, you're just asking for it to get attacked by a giant Hydra.
The people have all gone into hiding. But where did those Hewdraw heads go?
They could be anywhere. We need to stop them before they wreak even more havoc. As you search for them, take out any underworld troops that cross your path.
Miss me.
Alright, so starting this off, I'm going to ignore the food right there because I'm actually already at full health and I don't really need it, and just in case I get hurt, I can kind of come back to it. Now, right here, these missiles right here can really, really hurt. You typically are going to want to just go around the corner and kind of go back. You know, typical, not really sniper fare, but you know what I mean. This, typically in a lot of shooter games, corners are your best friend, as anybody who's played one could tell you. Now, first thing that we got to do in a higher intensity is right here, we have 4 gates.
That way goes back to where you started.
And by heading over here, we get ourselves a treasure chest, but that's actually not all. There's a hidden souffle right behind you when you start this off.
Nice. I can really turn a profit taking those guys down.
That was a souffle. It's one sweet enemy. If you spot one, do everything you can to stop it from getting away.
And then on top of that, you also have that food back there, so if you want to go and grab it if you didn't eat it all the first time, you can do that. Right here is one of my least favorite enemies in the entire game. I hate this enemy with a burning, bloody passion. This is a Stackjaw. They will fire these walls of lasers at you while firing small BB pellet-like things at you from above. I hate these things so much. And wow, that's a gigantic, shiny BB pellet, if I do say so myself. Yeah, I can't stand Stackjaws. They are just so annoying. When they're on the ground and there's only one segment of the body left, they'll also do that spread shot thing, which gets really irritating. However, there's a certain use for the Stackjaw that they do later in this very stage that bothers me even more. And we'll be getting to that a bit later. There's a donut over there if you want to recover some health, but once again, I don't need it. Let's take out this tomato right here with a melee attack. There's another one that takes its place. And while we're over here, there's something that I do not understand at all. I don't know why they put this here. We've seen jump pads before, you know, those glowing things that you get onto and they force you into jumping.
Whoa!
That looks like a jump pad in there.
Get up, fall down. Get up, fall down. Fight in the air, fight on the ground.
It's the story of your life, isn't it?
Peaks and valleys, highs and lows. Pick your friends, not your nose.
I mean, that's kind of funny, though, but I don't really get if there's anything down there of value, and I've gotten 100% of this level before without going down there, so I don't even know if you can go down there. I don't know. It's just one of those things where I've never really understood the reasoning behind its existence, and I feel like there's something to it that I'm just not getting. I don't know, maybe there's a power that makes you heavy and unable to jump, and that lets you go down there, and maybe there's, like, health recovery? I don't know. I'm really not sure why there is that, and I've never really understood. I got hit right there. I can head... Actually, no, my donut's gone. Who stole my donut? Whoever I see next, I shall kill them. Well, monoliths you actually can't kill. Oh, well. It's okay, Monolith. I forgive you. You made the greatest game of all time. Okay, I've used that joke already. I can't say it again. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm the guy who fathered Doe I missed for, like, how many years at this point? I can reuse jokes if I feel like it. Okay, no, I won't do that. Let's go ahead and take you out. I like how they have these enemies in different sizes and like how it's, you know, difference between getting harder to hit or how much health they have. And, poison! Poison right there. At least they drop some meat right there. And also, if you take some damage from them, if you want to head over this way and ignore those jump pads, there is a treasure chest right here. Get yourself a Hewdraw club, which is actually kind of nice because that is a boss-specific weapon that gets you Hewdraw's weapon, of course. Yeah, I had to totally say that out loud, didn't I? Got a grenade right here, which I'm going to ignore that enemy right there and just kind of keep going with it just to see when I can use it, because right here is a really useful time to use it. This enemy right here will absorb your shots, converting it into like an explosion. When it's about to blow, you want to just dodge to the side to get away from it. And that'll do great damage to all enemies around it. I gotta say, even though it damages you a lot if it hits you, I'm a fan of enemies having friendly fire, but me not having friendly fire. I am very much for unfair odds in my favor. Anyway, head up here and be careful.
That came out of nowhere!
You're going to need help against surprise attacks like that. Go to the courtyard ahead and I'll grant you a gift.
Really? That'd be great.
Now, that actually can hurt you, which really sucks. Now, that pot that I destroyed back there that had the key in it, you actually need to destroy that. Oh, cool, I got a drink of the gods in there. I don't always get a drink of the gods from that, actually, so that is a very welcome thing. Let's take out the Tomato. There we go. And we got a fireworm up there. I just want to take him out really quick. Crap, I actually lost my perfect health. That was kind of bad. That Moren guy that I saw right there, they grab the attention of your camera, and you cannot move the camera away from them. They suck, and there is a certain usage with a certain enemy that I've already expressed disdain for that they use him with, and I hate it. Anyway, Palutena was saying she'd grant us a gift. Let's head into the courtyard.
I'm ready for that gift now, Lady Palutena.
All right then.
What just happened?
Do you like the gift? It's my patented monster pheromone. Monsters just love the smell of it. And now it's all over you.
What? Are you trying to kill me?
Why, hello.
I don't know why, but this has always resonated with me. This is the first mid-boss that you fight on the ground, and it's such a troll move for Palutena to do something like that to you.
And you still went through with it?
I mean, granted, I know that she wants to attract the Hewdraw heads to you so that you can take them out, but still. And she even says, like, you know, I don't know what would have happened if both of them would have shown up, because you have that one head that got destroyed along with the body, but you had the other two break off and continue living on their own. And so there's two heads running around here, and she's just like, I don't know what I would have done if both of them would have shown up, but it's good that they didn't. Freaking Palutena. You know, she does some really mean stuff to you, but you gotta love her. You really do. It's like John. You know, he does jerkish stuff to me, but you gotta love him. And every now and then, I get to get back at him.
That was dicey.
I don't think I'll be using the monster pheromone in the future.
I would hope not.
What I mean is that I won't need to use it.
Why do you say that?
I located the other head. Let's go to the lake outside.
Alright, took that out. Now, did I really just compare John to Palutena? I am so weird. Anyway, you got some food right here in the center of this monolith. I think I'll just take, yeah, I'll take all of it. And then over here is your 7 gates. This is what I needed to play on Intensity 7 in order to get. Getting this treasure chest will get you a weapon, and on top of that, it'll spawn 2 enemies. You got these wave anglers, which they, depending on which orientation they're at, will determine which orientation the wave is that they fire out of their face. I wish I could fire energy waves out of my face. Oh wait, I do, because I'm loud! Oh, I'm just having so much. I will say, I'm surprised I'm doing this well, despite it being a 7 intensity and me not having that great of a weapon for it. I was kind of regretting not bringing in my flame claws, even though, you know, that would have been a little bit repetitive. I was kind of hoping that I did. Heading over this way, you actually want to ignore the stack jaw to start off, because this guy right here will kind of hit you from behind if you go for the stack jaw first. So let's take him out. You can keep just doing forward dash shots, I should say, not charge shots, forward dash shots to get off some easy damage on him while he's tall. When he's down to just 1 segment, you do need to get down to his level, and he will drop cake. Awesome. Piece of cake. Had to make the pun that Pit already made. So let's head on over to this jump pad. I don't care if I'm going to start getting tired from running too much. I'm going to be stopped. I'm not going to be running while I'm going through the air.
What is this? A well?
That's not important. Just keep moving forward.
A lot of enemies you need to melee in this area. These things will poison you if you shoot
them from a distance or
them.
melee them to avoid getting poisoned.
Come here. I'm going to beat the crap. No, don't. Freaking. Okay. That is one thing about the controls that I will still say I can see people having an issue with, is that every now and again you'll shoot when you're really close. I mean, your reticle turning into an X shows that you're going to melee, but every now and again it's a little touchy. I mean, I guess it's not really control so much as mechanics and like the way that the lock-on is programmed, but still. Well, not lock-on though, but just the way that the reticle's programmed, I guess. Destroying this pot right here will get you another treasure chest, so if you're going for 100% like I am, you do need to destroy it. Let's destroy you. you, I don't like you because you poisoned me and you do a lot of damage, even though you're kind of a weak enemy otherwise. And you want to head over here to collect your loot, which that gets me, ooh, an apple and some hearts. Not bad, okay. Got a lot of hearts already, by the way, 21,000, holy crap. Granted, I am re-recording this once again, so I do have a little more hearts than I should. I didn't have as many hearts, I didn't have extra hearts in the last chapter because I donated the ones that were extra, but still. Anyway, starting this off, we got a bit of a Gauntlet of Enemies right here. That guy over there, you get a different item for each phase right here. You can toss the grenade at him if you want to take out everything really quickly. It'll also count as a melee attack and take out the Komedo. I never really understood why a grenade counts as melee damage. I guess the shrapnel flying everywhere, I'm not really sure. You also got this right here. This is a boom rocket, I believe. Yes, it is. If you fire that right there, it's a bit of a delayed explosion, and typically I find melee attacks to be the best route to go here because you got some Ganymeds, and then these guys don't really do all that much if you don't shoot them. So, there we go. Take them out with a gigantic explosion. And now for the last one. This is the one that sucks. You get yourself a back shield for this, so another good item. But you have a stack jaw put together with a Merengai, thus limiting your ability to see. This really sucks, and I'm actually already low on health here. On top of that, you have another enemy off to the side that is firing at you at the same time. This is quite possibly the most jerkish use for a Merengai ever. I don't really know any other part of the game where I hate them as much as I do in this level. And I've died on this plenty of times. I've beaten this stage on 9 before, but this is always the part that gave me the most trouble when trying to play this on Intensity 9. And even on Intensity 8, I would run into problems. So, needless to say, I'm a little worried. Dodging through the laser's typically your best bet. I know dodging towards it doesn't make a whole lot of sense from a logical standpoint, but hey, it's Nintendo logic, of course. Alright, I have made it through this. Now, you want to be careful on the way down here. You want to know why? That's why. Mono Eye. Yes, they will fire at you. I've actually had times where I survived that, had like a sliver of health left, went down there, and the very last enemy in the level, which was a freaking Mono Eye, shot and killed me. I was pissed, needless to say. Anyway, I think we did pretty well. I didn't have to use that many powers, actually. That was the only time that I was really low on health, and that was an area where I was expecting to be low on health, so... Alright, let's head on out to the lake. That looks really bad, by the way.
Well, well, so nice to see you again.
You won't feel that way for long!
That's big talk, little firecracker!
I feel like there's some racist humor in there, but I won't go any further into it. Anyway, starting off the fight with the Hewdraw Reborn. This head is actually the first head that we took out back when we were fighting it up in the air. That's because it's actually dependent on which order you kill the heads in, which one you fight in the courtyard, and which one you fight here. The art will be different, and they'll also say different things to you, and the cutscenes will differ. It's really a nice little detail that I really like, and it's kind of what I was saying about replayability of these chapters. Forward and back dash shots are really, really effective here. He's got some ranged attacks, which you're going to want to dodge out of the way of those, so kind of knowing when to dash forward and when to dodge back, and then, of course, when to stop doing that so you can dodge to the side, is kind of the balance that you want to strike during this fight. He's also got some really powerful attacks like this one, which you want to just dodge out of the way of course. No, he's got powerful attacks, of course. You want to dodge out of the way of them. Yeah, great information I'm giving you guys. Go, and let's see if I can knock him out of the water by hitting one of these orange orbs. No, not quite. Come on, come here. Come here. Okay, I'm getting kind of close here, so that was kind of my fault, but still. Alright, there. Wow, I actually stopped his attack. Wow, that wasn't bad, actually. Alright, let's see if we can melee him to death. I know that melee is not really the best thing to do with a bow, but it just feels good to me to get up to him and melee him like nuts. It really makes it feel like I'm doing a lot more than just shooting him from off in the distance. I don't know, it just always felt like a lot more satisfying to me to melee him! I got my last health recovery right there. Okay, I cannot mess up. I'm gonna need to play it safe from here on out. Probably no more dash charge, probably no more doing dash attacks anymore. Probably a lot of strafing and moving side to side from here on out if I want to do this right. Okay, get him out of the water. There we go. Let's go in for a melee combo. Hopefully finish this. Come on, go, 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 go. Not quite enough. Okay, let's see if we can get a powerful attack off on him. Does he seriously still have more health? I mean, I know it's Intensity 7, so his health's going to be kind of a lot, but even still, this is that. Well, there it goes. All right, man, that was a satisfying boss fight. That was intense. I'm looking forward to playing more stages for you guys on higher intensities. It means that it's gonna be that exhilarating.
Before I die, I just want to say...
And that's the end of him.
I wonder what he was gonna say.
I wonder what he was going to say.
Alright, so from doing that, we got, ooh, standard orbiters. We haven't actually seen orbiters yet. They're a new type of weapon that we haven't seen. Wow, redundancy much. Got a lot of nice effects on those, actually. Orbiters let you shoot twice as many shots at a time, but they kind of suck for melee. So if you're about doing damage from a distance, if you're about doing damage from distance, these are really nice for you, but they're really terrible for melee, even worse than the bow that I was using. Hewdraw Club. We have not yet seen clubs. These were actually what I was talking about when I was mentioning arms last time around, when I was saying there's a better melee weapon. Clubs are pretty much all melee. Their equivalent of doing range is that their charge shots allow you to fire energy waves at your opponents by swinging the club really hard. And on top of that, you can also fire shots back at your opponent during flying stages and in some ground situations. So that's what a club does. Was our first one on that. We got Tiger Claws. We already had Claws. I think I already went over them pretty well. Really nice melee weapons that also have some, you know, range potential. And there we go. We got Burn Attack, so we got to use one of Hewdraw's abilities, and I got some more achievements. Not bad. Let's see, acquire a club, 500,000 score, 15 weapons, 10,000 hearts, clear chapters 5 times. It's because I had to read your recordings. Perform a total of 50 dodges. Wow, I'm really dodgy. Anyway, so we're actually not completely done here yet. Even though we finished Chapter 3, there's a lot more content. First of all, what I'd like to show is, you might have thought already, you're fighting a boss in midair when fighting Hewdraw. It can kind of take some time to defeat him, and the power of flight only lasts for 5 minutes. What happens if you take too long for that? Because we've yet to have a situation where there was any sort of urgency to the power of flight running out, aside from Palutena just saying we need to land before it does in Chapter 2. If you wait long enough, this happens.
You're running out of time!
No, now what?
I'm readying my Palutena Glam Blaster for deployment. Once preparations are complete, I will launch an attack.
You don't have to do that. Let me handle it.
And if you take a really, really long time to finish him off, this will happen as well.
Okay, charging complete. The Sacred Goddess Clobber Laser is now ready for deployment.
Wait, I thought it was a glam... You could have obliterated me!
Oh, do you think I overdid it? Two of the heads got away. Hurry, after them.
It's a lot like Palutena to do something like that, I swear. There's times where I wonder if she's actually trying to kill us. I mean, I'm kind of with Pit on this one, honestly. I feel like I don't know, I feel like she just doesn't really think of the consequence, or maybe because she's a god, she can kind of see, like, what consequences are going to happen or not ahead of time, and she's like, I could have seen that you weren't going to be hurt by it. I mean, you were almost killed, but I knew you weren't going to get killed. I don't know. But the other thing is that if you kill the Hewdraw heads in a different order, you will get different cutscenes with the mid-bosses throughout the level, because the second head that you fight in the courtyard will be different and say different things to you. And then the cutscenes for the Hewdraw Reborn at the end of the level will be different. Here are the different cutscenes that we didn't get to actually see when playing through the chapter.
The other heads! You have no right!
Actually, I'd say...
Oh, I'm the only one left!
Actually, I'd say you're the only...
Ow!
What? Are you trying to kill me?
Ooh, goodness! What's come over me?
Are you trying to kill me?
Did you do something with your hair? You're suddenly looking very attractive. So you finished off the others, eh?
You know it!
Then you've saved the best for last. Let's get down to business! Look how far you've come, Pit. I'm proud of you.
Huh. You don't usually meet such nice bosses.
Let's get you back.
So you took out my brothers.
Yep, sure did.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. Now I'm finally free! No, I'm too pretty to die.
And there you have it. Victorious.
Good work. Let's be on our way.
Alright, now that we got those out of the way, that is a ton of content for just the third chapter in the game. When I said this game has a lot of replayability, I wasn't whistling Dixie. Wow, I seriously just said that in 2013. Anyway, I think that's enough for now. Next time on Kid Icarus Uprising, we'll be moving out once again to Chapter 4, The Reaper's Line of Sight. See you guys then!